wanted to find this one repost that I did. I found this on somebody else's page, and I was like, you know what, man? Myself included, we all tend to overcomplicate these spiritual issues, and here it is: how to instantly feel better. And to me, this kind of says it all, man. In terms of what I'm trying to get at here, we look for all these complicated solutions to these things, and granted, some situations are enormously complicated. But when you're talking about emotion and these feelings that we have, these are sensations in our bodies. Thoughts can trigger anger. Thoughts can trigger anxiety. But these things are feelings in your body that then, in my view, sort of set up these loops. Instead of spiraling upward out of the situation, we're stuck in these loops of anger, anxiety, whatever. And then, I see a post like this and I'm like, man, this is so simple that most people will not take it seriously because it just seems it's just too simple or something, But to me, this kind of says it all, man. And, you're feeling angry, sing. You're feeling burned out, take a walk. If you're overthinking things, write something down. You're feeling anxious, breathe. You're feeling stressed, exercise. You're feeling sad, practice some gratitude. Are you feeling lazy? Take a cold shower. Some of these are more epic than others, but you're feeling impatient, then reflect on your progress. Sometimes it really is this simple in terms of when you're suffering. If you're suffering because you hate your job, that's a different story. That's something that needs prescriptive action and steps. Small, achievable goals. Small things that you can do today. Even if they seem so small that they seem insignificant. Small adjustments in the short term equal, large changes in trajectory over time. Take a small bite-size chunk that you can actually accomplish in a reasonable amount of time that's not going to overshoot your patience. You might have a big goal. It's like, people say, I'm going to get in shape for my New Year's resolution. Well, that's going to take you all year. I think for your average person, selecting these smaller goals makes a lot more sense, because then it's not overwhelming and daunting. Sure, you can set yourself up a goal of I'm going to lose 200 pounds or whatever, but for some people, I think it's wiser to say I'm going to lose 10 pounds because that's achievable in a short period of time. Some of these things, are lifelong changes you have to make, and in a lot of ways, you got to take a step at a time. It's such a cliche, but one step at a time is great advice. One foot in front of the other. And again, I am always trying to simplify these things, for my own sake, really, because maybe I'm kind of simplistic. I need these things to be simple and achievable and understandable. Well, just get over it. Well, that's a big goal. Give me something small that I can achieve, in a week, maybe.